David Bowie exhibit takes over New York subway station. New York Jan Martin usually gets off at the West 4th Street station of the New York City subway system. On Wednesday, though, he stayed on for one more stop to get to the Broadway-Lafayette Street station. A friend had told him that it was adorned with photos of David Bowie, the music icon. As a Bowie fan, Martin had to see it. It gives new life to the subway station, Martin says after taking photos of parts of the exhibit on his mobile phone. The Brooklyn Museum has a popular David Bowie's exhibit until July 15 with more than 400 pieces of memorabilia from the singer's life and career as an artist, fashion icon, and cultural phenomenon. Tickets $20 on weekdays and $25 on weekends for adults, have been selling out fast. But until May 13, New York City subway riders can catch a glimpse of the exhibit at the Broadway-Lafayette subway station, close to where Bowie had a home, for free. "It's amazing that he's being appreciated this way," says Elizabeth Wynn, a Brooklyn resident who stopped to study the subway exhibit after getting off her train. "I appreciate public art. It's more accessible. The Brooklyn Museum exhibit has been successful, judging by the wait to get tickets, though the museum declined to release visitation numbers." Wynn had just bought her entry to the Brooklyn Museum, but tickets were sold out for the time and day she wanted. She chose the best and earliest spot she could get, a Saturday early evening in May. For those who can't get tickets, photos of Bowie are displayed all around this Soho subway station. The exhibit is a partnership between the Brooklyn Museum and Spotify. Each photo has a barcode you can scan to listen to a song on Spotify. Michael Tonch, senior marketing manager of the Brooklyn Museum, says that Spotify's listener data showed that some of Bowie's biggest fans were in New York City. Understanding that he impacted countless lives globally, but also considered New York to be a place he could call home, made it a no-brainer for us to be a part of the Broadway-Lafayette station, just steps away from his Soho apartment, he says. "It's hard to get New Yorkers to stop moving at a subway station, but on this Wednesday afternoon, a few do to take photos of the exhibit. It's a remarkable feat to get anyone to stop at a subway station unless they are waiting for a train on a platform or writing a text message. It's so nice to see people reacting to them," says Simone Delgado, a New York-based journalist from Brazil who is taking a video of the display for her Facebook page. "People are so busy. People are always moving. You get in here, and you say, 'Oh, it's David Bowie.' It's joyful." Damian Napa and Luis Lobo are visiting from Ecuador and Colombia, respectively. They are taking photos of each other in front of a picture Bowie's love letter to Gotham stage bill from the Public Theater in 1997. They plan to post them on their Instagram accounts. "To me, New York is art," Napa says. "This is perfect. It's interactive," says Lobo. "This is what I think of New York." For a day, Spotify produced Metro cards with images of Bowie on them. People lined up to get the 250,000 commemorative cards. The cards disappeared quickly. That's how popular Bowie was and has been since his death in January 2016. "He was very different, flamboyant, honest," says Kendra Hernandez, who stops to take photos of the exhibit. Bowie lived in Soho. Hence, the pic of the subway station. The regular subway map has been replaced by a Bowie's neighborhood map showing where Looking Glass Studios, RCA Studios and Electric Lady Studios are. Those were some of his spots to record. Bowie's quotes are all over the station, such as this one: "I have a great time here, we can go where we want, eat where we want, walk out with our child, go to the park, ride the subway, do the things that any family does." Those are pretty normal things for a man who performed on stage for tens of thousands wearing bejeweled costumes and lavish makeup. "I appreciate his fashion sense and how progressive he was," says Wynn. "He was his own person.